Hey guys, I'm gonna be comparing the Knipex twin cut cable cutters with the the Klein cable shears with the journeyman handles, and this is a Knipex with the comfort grips. So take a good look. It was good, machined well. This one, same thing, looks pretty good, machined really well. I find this one has a better grip to it. It is lighter. It does have a better grip. I find if I put my hand at the end of the handles, I find it's very, like, there's a flex, which I don't like because I feel like you lose that extra torque. But with these ones, I mean, the handles are pretty comfortable. They're not as grippy as the ones from the Knipex, but I mean, they're pretty solid handles. Like, the handles for Knipex, like 10 on 10, this will be 9 on 10, so it's just like right behind it. If I put my hands on the back end of the handles like this, I don't really have that much flex. I have a little bit less flex than the Knipex, but you know, like, it still feels solid in my hand. So I'll do a comparison for the cutting so you guys could see, like, you know, what it could do. It's like a tiny piece of, like, I think it's 3/0 or like 4/0 flexible cable. So with this, you're meant to score it around, and then you're supposed to slice it right after. It says maximum 2/0, but since it's flexible, you could pretty much cut it. Okay, so you could cut it, just not with these ones. So with this, you don't need that extra scoring thing. Like, you save the 2 seconds for that. So this, you just open them wide, put this here, and it goes really relatively easy. I mean, I'm not forcing that much. And I like these ones better than the Knipex, the Knipex, my bad, because I realized that it's a game of leverage. I don't know if you guys could see it really well, but if you look at the end of the handle, they're equal. But if you look at the rivets, or whatever you call it here, you could see that the Klein one has superior leverage compared to the Knipex. That and the fact that the shape here is kind of circular, so I feel like it does hug and, like, slice your wires easily compared to these ones, which is just like, I feel like it's lacking like that round shape around here. And yeah, it lacks that extra, that torque, like forget it. Like, I can't slice it with this. Like, I feel like the cutting edge should have been here, because I feel like I have way more strength to cut. Like, I feel I have more leverage for it, but here, nothing. And, like, my handle's pretty wide open if you, like, look at it. If I take the Klein ones and I cut them, it's pretty wide, not gonna lie. But once you start it, like, it's the same shit. It's just, you have more leverage. Like, you do it 2 hands, and it's so easy. It's super duper easy. So yeah, if I were you and you wanted to buy a pair of cable cutters or wire cutters, I'd definitely go with the Klein one. I mean, I've worked with this, and I try to cut number two gauge stranded wire. It wasn't like, I was struggling a little bit, but not that much. Like, it cuts. It cuts number 2. It cuts number 3. Number 1, that's when you start noticing like, yo, this thing is struggling. But this thing, easy peasy. Like, if I had to cut this with number 3 and number 2, it's one hand. It's a one-hand operation, which I cannot do with this. So, and like number 1, I could cut it. 1-0, I could cut it. 2-0, it's pretty fucking hard. Ain't gonna lie. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm still here. Like, my blades are sharp. Like, these are new. Like, I've used this for like maybe a month or 2. Let me go at it again. Okay, forget it, dude. I just like pop the Klein ones. Easy peasy. I'm not a pro Klein. Not a pro Klein like a tool guy. Everything I own is Knipex. Well, most of the stuff I own is Knipex. Where I own like all that German stuff. The only thing I have from Klein is this, the conduit level, folding Allen keys, and that multi-socket impact thing. I mean, these ones are pretty fucking dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like, these are pretty good. These are like, I mean, they look cool. They look like they'll cut shit, but they really just don't. I mean, third time's the charm, right? Score it. Score it again. Score it again. Maybe a 4th time. All right. So that shit is scored. You can see the copper. Now time to cut. Jesus Christ. Nah, this one ain't it, brother. Like, look, it's just. Easy. Get Klein. But for this, I get Klein.